What's up, everybody? I'm Brad, Rival GT-R, and you're watching Around the Hood with KSL Cars. This is my 1999 R34 Skyline GT-R, and it's a V-Spec, and it's Midnight Purple 2. It's, I believe, tastefully modified. It's got 64, 66 Gen 2 on it. Very, minor mods, but we've had it turned up to 700 horsepower. When I was building this car, I knew that this would probably be the first R34 that a lot of people would see, so I kind of wanted to check a bunch of the boxes that would make people happy when they saw it. So the big shiny turbo, the really clean engine bay. This one has the chocolate bronze TE37s, and I think that it just looks gorgeous. I run Vibrant in all my cars. I'm actually sponsored by Vibrant, so I run all the Vibrant titanium and all the Vibrant clamps. This is a custom Plenum Creations carbon fiber intake manifold, and I've actually got a billet valve cover. There's no place to put the oil in. It typically goes right here, but they forgot to put it on it. So what we do is we just take off one of the breather caps and just fill it in through there. By far my most expensive car, just depending on the market and when it is, it can be upwards of well over $500,000, or it could be around the $500,000 range. And this is Jeff. Jeff's my only car that has a name. I bought it from my really good friend Jeff, and I've got a whole bunch of Skylines and two R32s that have the same motor combo, which is the RB30 out of the Holden Commodore stroked to a 3.2. So just one time I was like, yeah, let's put it in Jeff, and then Jeff stuck. He's not subtle, he's not very friendly, he bites, he stalls, he's kind of hard to drive. I tell people all the time, this car is 95% race car, 5% street car. It's got full titanium exhaust from the turbo back. There's no resonators, there are no cats, there are no mufflers. It is just loud.
Woo! Attaboy, Brad. Okay.
It's got a 6-speed sequential Samsonite sequential transmission in it. And basically how a sequential transmission works is you're in neutral. It's kind of like a motorcycle. You go back, first, second, third, fourth, 5, 6. So it's just straight forward and straight back. This car was, it's going to be on this show called Banging Gears. It's going to be coming out hopefully this year. The premise of that TV show was tuner cars against supercars. I was going up against an amazing driver in a twin turbo Ferrari, and you'll have to tune in to see how we did. Just know this car has killed some supercars, and if you have a supercar you would like to race me against, my Instagram is Rival GT-R, and I'd love to meet you out at UMC for some roll racing, because that's what I'm here for. But one thing I would like to say, if you are out there acting crazy in these cars, you are hurting the entire car community. Don't do stupid things. Be smart, be safe. This is my 1999 R34 Skyline GT-R. I just got it last Monday. I've actually owned it since March of 2020. In 2020, I don't know if you guys remember, but there was some global pandemic that happened, and people were trying to get rid of their cars because they just kind of wanted to have cash on hand because they didn't know what was going to happen in the market. So I ended up getting this car for roughly $100,000 less than I could buy it for now, and I bought it through a company called Top Rank Japan. Every month, Top Rank would send me a video of the odometer, the engine bay, and them starting it and letting it idle so that I would know that nobody was driving my car, and also that I would know that the car was actually getting turned on, because if a car sits for 4 years, it's going to be real bad. The only modifications that I currently have done to it myself is we put these 19-inch wheels on it. They're Nismo Gram lights. They're super cool. I think they fit the car perfectly. It's got 75,000 kilometers on it. The air conditioner is ice cold. It's quiet inside. It's got a full titanium Ganador exhaust. My wife and I went on a date on Friday, and we could have a conversation. And that's just not the case with most of my other cars because they're just too loud and ignorant. people keep asking me, because all my cars are ridiculously modified, what are you gonna do to this car? Unless a company is like, here's a bunch of money and here's a bunch of parts, let's make this car really fast. I kind of want to keep it like this. This is about as close as it could be to how it rolled off the line in 1999. It's got stock turbos on it. It's got the Nismo intercooler. It just drives perfectly. You could take your hands off the wheel and it just drives straight. I think it's probably like 325, 350 horsepower right now. If we had a drag strip Utah, we would find out what it did in the quarter mile, but we don't, so we'll probably never know. So this is my R32 Skyline GT-R. This was actually the first Skyline that I bought back in 2019. It came with like a roll cage and, you know, some very minor modifications, but I had really, really big plans for it. My advice to a new car enthusiast is don't let your stomach make the choices. Get your car, drive it, and modify it. I've owned this car since 2019 and I've driven it 200 feet. It's just, we went too deep. We went too deep, Joe Rogan. This car broke my heart. It hasn't ran the whole time I've had it. I'm not even kidding. When this car arrived from the shop that built it, it was in such poor condition that I thought about selling all of my cars. Every single one of my cars. It hurt. And it's been until I got this car that I've actually this is actually really kind of brought my love for cars back, because I've spent so much time, and I'm not even gonna lie, I'm $400,000 into a car that doesn't even run. So, plan and find the right people to do it. Luckily, I've got a really good friend, Sheldon Mara, who runs Mara Sport Fabrication. He's doing all the work to get this car running properly. Stay tuned, this car is gonna break the internet once again. Oh, also, it's got some of the craziest taillights you've ever seen. What's up, everybody? This is my brother Mark. He's my brother and my best friend, and he's got probably the best Instagram handle. This is a Fox Body Mustang, and his I Don't Give a Fox is the name of his Instagram. And this is his 1988 Highway Patrol Fox Body Mustang.
Yeah, we drift this car out at UMC. It's got a 351 Windsor in it, and as you can see, we've just got the whole Highway Patrol thing going on with it. So we wanted to keep it period correct with some big old lights, and yeah, it's a really fun car.
We thought that the lights would just be a great touch because we knew that it was going to be like a content car. The second it gets on track, you just see people run into the track with their phones out, and all the drivers that are out there are always constantly coming up saying, hey, will you follow me? Because everybody wants to get that video of them getting chased by a cop car. Just such a great car. He spent a year dialing in his black Fox body that we got back here, and we kind of just moved all the parts from that car to this car, put the 351 Windsor out of it. We actually got that out of a 1974 boat. So it's got a good cam in it, and it just eats. It doesn't have that much power, but it's got a lot of torque, and it's a crowd pleaser. People just love this car. That's it for this edition of Round the Hood with KSL Cars. Thanks for watching.